Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Lender Lowdown. We've got my friend Russ Nash here today. Hey Russ,
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. I hope you are too. Today we're going to be checking out rates and we're also going to learn a little bit about credit repair. So Russ, can you give us a quick update on how rates are looking since we last talked?
Yes, absolutely, Shannon. So right now, rates have started going back up just a hair due to job numbers that came out about a week ago Friday. So because they were better than expected, and the traders feel that the rates at the Fed might increase the Fed funding rate again instead of holding steady where they are now. And because of that, they're pricing in for that rate hike now. So that's caused rates to go up, probably closer to the mid sixes instead of the low sixes. But it all is going to be dependent upon, how much you're putting down, what kind of loan program, if it's an ARM or a fix. So lots of different variables, especially, and also credit scores. So the credit scores are probably the number one thing that affects people's interest rates.
And I know we're going to talk a little bit about that today. We want to dive into that area now.
Sure, absolutely. So credit scores are, as I said earlier, is usually the number one factor in what someone gets in a interest rate. So you definitely want to have excellent credit is considered 740 or above. You're looking at above average 680 to 739, and average is 620 to 679. Now, most cases, what happens here is that what can drive down credit scores and cause credit scores to be in a lower tier in the 620 to 679 ranges. The balances compared to credit limits on credit cards are a huge thing. A lot of people don't realize I pay my bills on time. That's great. But because the credit usage is such at a high percentage, it causes scores to be reduced and lowered. And therefore, that's a simple fix. If you keep your credit card or the revolving credit balance less than 30%, usually you're going to be okay with credit scores. You're going to see credit scores 720 or above easily. Also, collections. Number one collection is medical. Some people say it's a $20 medical collection that gets thrown on their credit report and can drop their score 40 or 50 points. So, that's usually a copay most times. So I always tell people, pay your copay at the time of service. Don't have them mail it to you because it could get lost in the mail. You could forget about it, and you have the means to pay it, but you forget or didn't realize that it hadn't been paid, and it gets thrown on your credit report. And then the third thing here is, of course, if you get a bankruptcy or a judgment on there, will cause the credit scores to go down, or being late 30 days late or more on any revolving or installment loan debt. So those are things right there that can keep your credit score up. Again, the higher the score, the lower the interest rate, the more programs that you'll be able to qualify. Now, people go, well, what if my credit score isn't at 620? What if it's below that? And, and that right there, most all lenders, they're usually the cutoff is 620. There are some lenders that go below 620, but you're going to pay a premium on that,
Right.
more money down, higher interest rates. It can get ugly on those items. So the same thing here. We can do, if someone's credit score is below 620, there are some things we can advise, and we can, get things done like within a week to get their score up over 620. It's usually quick fixes. But if their credit score is in the low 500s, sometimes it's going to be where it might take 6 months, 12 months to rectify that and get it over. But again, prime example myself, when I was in my early and mid 20s, I didn't have a good credit score because I didn't really understand credit myself at that time. So therefore, it's okay. You can learn, we can teach, we can advise, and we can help.
Right. And having like a 6-month plan, if you're one of those folks, that's okay. And we'll get there. We've just got to take the right steps to get you where you need to be. So if
Absolutely.
we do have to work on some credit repair, are there certain things that they can do, or?
Well, it's very similar to what I mentioned about getting the score from the 620 to 679 to 720 or above. It's sometimes as simple as they have a $500 limit on a credit card and they've got $400 barred again. That's not a lot of money in
Okay.
most cases, but it's 80% of the credit limit. So it can adversely affect that score. So those are quick things we can do if the credit score is between 580 and 619. If it's less than 580, most times it will take a longer time frame, and sometimes even referring them over to maybe a credit repair company. Sometimes we'll send them over. There's a couple, there's ones that are national, like Home Loan Assist out of Colorado, but there's one here locally, Credit Restoration Associates right here, Richard Lincoln in Midlothian, Virginia, will does that as well. And he does it, he works with clients nationwide, but nonetheless, he's right in our backyard.
All right. I think this was really great information. So really thinking about your ratio of your debt to your income. And, I bet a lot of people really didn't realize the medical copay, what a big impact that can have. And you're right, you just mail the check in and you forget about it. And I guess it really could have a big impact.
Absolutely, it does. More than what people realize.
Yeah, well, great information today, Russell. Thank you so much. And for everybody that's watching, if you need a great local lender, we're going to have Russell's information posted for you so you can reach out to him. If you need help with real estate in the Richmond metro area, I'm here for you at Coldwell Banker Avenues. And we just really appreciate you watching. Have a great day.